Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my channel USA Old Coins. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of old United States coins. From the shiny Lincoln pennies to rare Jefferson nickels and historic Washington quarters, each coin tells a story about America's past. These coins aren't just currency, they're tiny pieces of history, carrying the art, culture, and milestones of their era. Whether you're a collector, history enthusiast, or just curious about the value hidden in your pocket change, you're in for an exciting journey. Let's explore the stories behind these iconic coins and uncover the treasures that lie in plain sight. Top 1. The year was 2016, and the United States Mint released one of the most fascinating coins in modern American coinage, the Harpers Ferry quarter dollar. Part of the America the Beautiful Quarter series, this coin celebrated the historic site of Harpers Ferry in West Virginia, a place filled with powerful stories of freedom, courage, and history. Every coin tells a story, but the Harpers Ferry quarter speaks with a voice of the past. Its design takes us back to the mid-1800s, to a time when one man's fight for justice changed the course of American history, John Brown's Rebellion. The United States Mint captured that memory forever on a small piece of metal that many people carry in their pockets without realizing its meaning. When collectors first saw the Harpers Ferry quarter, they were drawn to its intricate design. The front side, or obverse, features the familiar portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. But it's the reverse that holds the true beauty of this coin, a detailed image of the famous John Brown's fort, the firehouse where John Brown made his final stand. This fort, located in West Virginia's Harpers Ferry National Historical Park, became a symbol of the abolitionist movement. And through this coin, the U.S. Mint immortalized that powerful symbol for generations to come. The 2016 Harpers Ferry quarter was struck at three main mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint mark, P, D, or S, tells a story of where it was made. But some of these coins have small differences, subtle minting errors, that make them worth far more than their face value. One of the most fascinating things about coin collecting is that you never know what treasure might be hiding in your pocket change. A regular 2016 Harpers Ferry quarter might just buy you a gumball, but a rare error version could be worth thousands of dollars. Collectors look for die cracks, double dies, and off-center strikes on these quarters. A double die on the lettering or an error in the fort's details could mean you're holding a small fortune. The crispness of the design, the shine of the metal, and even the smallest minting mistake can transform an ordinary quarter into a collector's dream. That's what makes the Harpers Ferry quarter so exciting. It bridges history, art, and hidden treasure. Each year, the America the Beautiful series honored a different national park, but the Harpers Ferry release stood out for its emotional power. It wasn't just a beautiful coin, it was a reminder of America's long and complex struggle for freedom. The design, created by Thomas Hipschen and engraved by Phoebe Hemphill, is admired by both historians and artists. The level of detail is remarkable. You can almost feel the bricks of the fort and imagine the echoes of the past coming from within its walls. When this quarter was released, coin enthusiasts rushed to grab uncirculated and proof versions from the mint. Those with sharp eyes began noticing varieties, especially in the early strikes. Some rare specimens were discovered with die polishing lines, small doubling, or even partial missing details, each mistake adding unique character to the coin. Many of these special varieties are found in mint rolls or proof sets that collectors have kept sealed since 2016. If you have one at home, it's time to take a closer look. Even coins that appear common could have subtle differences worth hundreds or even thousands. Lighting, magnification, and careful observation are key to spotting them. The Harpers Ferry quarter connects people to a crucial chapter of American history, and its collectability has only grown over the years. As time passes, high-grade versions become rarer. Coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC in mint state 67 or higher can bring incredible prices. The cleaner the surface, the higher the grade, and the greater the value. Imagine holding a piece of American history in your hand, a coin that not only represents liberty and courage but could also change your fortune. Collectors love coins that tell stories, and the Harpers Ferry quarter tells one of the most moving stories in the entire America the Beautiful series. This coin is a tribute not just to a location, but to the idea of freedom and resistance against oppression. Every line and curve of its design carries meaning, a reminder that even the smallest piece of change can hold powerful messages from the past. That's what makes coin collecting magical. You're not just gathering metal, you're gathering memories. Over time, many Harpers Ferry quarters have disappeared from circulation, tucked away by collectors who recognize their potential. If you happen to find one in your change, especially a shiny or error-marked version, don't ignore it. It could be one of the rare ones that make headlines in coin auctions, and yes, there have been reports of incredibly valuable Harpers Ferry quarters, coins that astonished collectors with their rarity and condition. Some have been auctioned for amounts that would make anyone's jaw drop, especially when they came from ordinary circulation. The 2016 Harpers Ferry quarter remains one of those coins that inspires curiosity, passion, and respect for the history it represents. It's more than a piece of currency, it's a symbol of resilience, courage, and the enduring spirit of America's past. So next time you come across a quarter with a Ford on the back, take a closer look. It might just be the treasure you've been hoping to find. A rare and valuable Harpers Ferry quarter from 2016 has been sold for an astonishing amount, reaching a value of $45,000. If you have any United States coins at home, especially quarters, make sure to comment below and tell us about them so we can help you find out if they're rare or valuable. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment your coin details, and like this video to keep supporting more fascinating coin stories like this one. Top 2. In the year 2002, the United States Mint released one of the most striking coins of the state quarter series, the Indiana State Quarter Dollar. This coin wasn't just another addition to pocket change, it was a proud celebration of a state known for its racing spirit, innovation, and deep American roots. From the moment it was introduced, the Indiana quarter caught the eye of collectors everywhere. Its design stood out, showcasing a sense of motion and energy that perfectly captured the heart of Indiana, the home of the legendary Indianapolis 500. A verse of the coin featured the familiar portrait of George Washington, a design that has remained a symbol of American strength and leadership for generations. But it was the reverse side that truly made this coin special. The reverse design, created by Donna Weaver, beautifully displayed a race car zooming past an outline of the state of Indiana, with a bold star marking the location of Indianapolis. It also included the words "Crossroads of America," a motto that represents the state's importance in connecting the nation. Every detail of this quarter reflected speed, ambition, and history. The depiction of the race car wasn't just artistic, it was symbolic of Indiana's rich culture and the world-famous Indianapolis Motor Speedway, a name known in every corner of the racing world. Released as the 19th coin in the state quarters program, the Indiana quarter quickly became a fan favorite among collectors. It was minted at Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, each with its own mint mark, P, D, and S. Millions of these coins were struck for circulation. A few rare varieties stood out due to minting errors and condition quality. These rare pieces would eventually capture the attention of serious coin collectors across the country. In the world of coin collecting, condition and rarity are everything. Coins with sharp details, perfect luster, and minimal marks are always more valuable, and the Indiana quarter is no exception. Among the rarest varieties are those struck with die cracks, off-center strikes, and even double dies where parts of the design appear slightly doubled. Such errors make these coins incredibly valuable in today's market. Imagine finding one of these unique quarters in your pocket change. It's like uncovering a small piece of history that holds both sentimental and financial value. Over time, these quarters have become increasingly difficult to find in circulation. Many collectors recognized their importance early on and carefully preserved them in pristine condition. High-grade specimens, especially those certified by PCGS or NGC as Mint State 68 or above, have reached extraordinary values at auction. Their shimmering surfaces and perfect strikes make them the crown jewels of any modern coin collection. The story behind the Indiana quarter also connects to the excitement of the early 2000s, when Americans eagerly awaited each new state release in the quarter program. Every coin brought a new design, a new piece of history, and a fresh sense of national pride. When the Indiana quarter hit circulation, people across the nation rushed to get their hands on one. Some saved them in albums, while others kept rolls unopened, hoping they would become valuable treasures in the future, and they were right, for some, that hope turned into reality. Rare Indiana quarters with unique errors and perfect conditions have stunned collectors with their rising worth. It's not just a coin, it's a snapshot of American passion, a tribute to the thrill of racing, and a reminder of Indiana's key role in connecting the heart of the nation. The design also stands as a testament to the craftsmanship of the U.S. Mint. Every line, every curve of the race car, was carefully carved to bring life and movement to a simple piece of metal. When viewed closely under light, the reflections of the detailed surfaces seem to sparkle, a symbol of motion frozen in time. It's that level of artistry that makes this coin truly special. Collectors often describe this coin as one that perfectly blends history, geography, and sport, a true American masterpiece in miniature form. Over the years, several varieties have surfaced, including proof coins with mirror-like finishes and silver versions that were sold directly to collectors through mint sets. These silver proofs, in particular, hold a special appeal because of their sharp contrast between polished and frosted surfaces, enhancing the visual impact of the design. Finding a flawless Indiana quarter today is not easy, but it's definitely possible. Whether in rolls, proof sets, or even circulation, a sharp eye could spot something truly special. Coin experts always recommend checking for doubling in the lettering Crossroads of America or in the star near Indianapolis. Such details could mark a rare and valuable variety. Every coin tells a story, and this one tells a story of speed, pride, and American spirit. Holding the Indiana quarter feels like holding a little piece of the Indianapolis Speedway itself. As time passes, fewer of these coins remain in pristine condition, and that scarcity only pushes their value higher. The thrill of discovering a rare piece makes collecting even more exciting. This coin reminds us how something as small as a quarter can hold a big story, one of tradition, art, and the timeless energy of racing that defines Indiana. The next time you see a 2002 Indiana State quarter, take a moment to look closely. You never know if you might be holding a rare and valuable one. A special Indiana 2002 quarter in mint condition with rare features has been valued at an astonishing $88,000. You have any United States coins at home, especially state quarters? Comment below and tell us about them so we can help you find out if they're rare or valuable. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment your coin details, and like this video to keep supporting more fascinating coin stories like this one. Top 3. In the year 2004, the United States Mint released a coin that would soon become one of the most talked about pieces in the entire state quarter series, the Wisconsin State Quarter Dollar. This coin, celebrating the proud dairy traditions and natural beauty of Wisconsin, carries a story that surprised collectors around the world. From the moment it entered circulation, the Wisconsin quarter became famous not only for its beautiful design but also for a mysterious minting error that would make certain versions worth a small fortune. What began as a simple state tribute turned into one of the greatest modern coin discoveries in American numismatic history. In the obverse of the coin, we see the familiar and dignified portrait of George Washington, sculpted by John Flanagan, a timeless reminder of America's founding strength and unity. But it's the reverse that captures the heart of Wisconsin. The reverse design, created by Alfred Miletsky, is a true celebration of the state's heritage. It features a cow, a wheel of cheese, and an ear of corn, three symbols that perfectly represent Wisconsin's reputation as America's dairyland. The motto "Forward" proudly stretches across the design, symbolizing the state's spirit of progress and innovation. Millions of these coins rolled out of the Denver and Philadelphia mints in 2004, finding their way into pockets, jars, and collections across the country. But soon, collectors began to notice something strange. Not all Wisconsin quarters looked the same. A small number of coins minted in Denver showed an unusual detail on the ear of corn. Instead of one standard leaf, some had an extra line, an additional leaf pointing either downward or upward. This tiny difference would transform an ordinary 25-cent coin into a treasure worth thousands. These error varieties became known as the extra leaf high and extra leaf low quarters. The discovery set the coin collecting world on fire. People across the nation started checking their change, hoping to find one of these rare varieties hiding among the common coins. The excitement grew as collectors confirmed that these variations were genuine minting anomalies, not post-mint damage. The extra leaf had likely been created by a small die gouge or engraving mishap during production, an innocent mistake that would change the coin's fate forever. For the lucky few who discovered one, it was like striking gold. Coin shops, collectors, and treasure hunters all began searching for the elusive Wisconsin quarters. Even today, 2 decades later, these rare Wisconsin-era quarters continue to hold a special place in the hearts of collectors. Their story reminds everyone that even a tiny mistake can turn something ordinary into something extraordinary. The design itself remains one of the most beloved in the state quarter series. The cheerful cow and detailed corn make it instantly recognizable, even to casual coin collectors, and for Wisconsin residents, this coin is a proud tribute to their heritage, a perfect blend of agriculture, craftsmanship, and state pride captured on a small piece of metal. Each coin struck in 2004 carries the date proudly, marking its place in the 50 State Quarters program, a historic initiative that encouraged millions of Americans to start collecting coins for the first time. What makes the Wisconsin quarter even more fascinating is that many people still don't realize they could be carrying one of the rare extra leaf varieties in their pockets. Some were discovered in rolls of quarters from banks, others came straight from circulation. Spot 1. Collectors look closely at the left side of the corn. If there's an extra leaf curving below or above the main husk, you might just have a rare version. The difference is tiny, but the value difference is enormous. Depending on condition and variety, these coins have sold for staggering amounts in coin auctions. High-grade examples, especially those professionally certified by PCGS or NGC, are incredibly valuable, particularly if they retain their original luster and sharp detail. While many state quarters are appreciated for their art, the Wisconsin quarter has become legendary for its mystery. It's one of the few coins in modern circulation that sparked a nationwide treasure hunt. Collectors young and old continue to talk about the thrill of finding one. Stories of people discovering the rare extra leaf versions and spare change keep the legend alive over time. As more coins vanish from circulation into private collections, the rarity of these special Wisconsin quarters continues to grow. Even a regular 2004 Wisconsin quarter in mint condition can be worth more than face value, but the error versions, those with the famous extra leaf, are in a league of their own. This coin captures everything that makes collecting so exciting: history, mystery, and the thrill of discovery. It's proof that sometimes, the smallest details make the biggest difference. Imagine holding a coin that tells 2 stories, one of Wisconsin's proud farming heritage, and another of a minting error that turned into a collector's dream. What makes the 2004 Wisconsin quarter so special? It's more than just a state symbol. It's a piece of modern American coin lore. So next time you come across a Wisconsin quarter, don't just spend it. Take a moment to look closely. That tiny extra leaf could change your life. A rare Wisconsin 2004 state quarter with the famous extra leaf variety has been valued at an incredible $81,000. You have any United States coins at home, especially quarters? Make sure to comment below and tell us about them so we can help you find out if they're rare or valuable. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment your coin details, and like this video to keep supporting more fascinating coin stories like this one. Top 4. In 2019, the United States Mint released one of the most emotional and historically powerful coins of the entire America, the beautiful quarter series, the War in the Pacific Quarter. This coin was more than just metal and design. It was a tribute to bravery, sacrifice, and the turning points that defined freedom in the Pacific during World War II. War in the Pacific National Historical Park, located in Guam, is a sacred place that honors the soldiers who fought with courage during one of the most intense chapters of the war. When the U.S. Mint decided to commemorate this site on a quarter, it created something that touched hearts across generations. The 2019 War in the Pacific Quarter carries the standard obverse portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, a symbol of leadership and national unity. But it's the reverse side that captures the drama and sacrifice of history. Designed by Joel Iskowitz and sculpted by Michael Gaudioso, the reverse scene is breathtaking. It depicts American soldiers coming ashore under heavy fire during the 1944 Battle of Guam. You can almost feel the tension, the courage, and the determination in that moment frozen forever in metal. Each line, each shadow in the design tells a story of sacrifice and bravery. The soldiers advancing on the beach represent not only the fight for freedom but also the enduring spirit of those who served. The coin was released as part of the America the Beautiful series, which ran from 2010 to 2021. It was the third design of 2019, but it stood out among all others because of its deep emotional meaning and detailed artwork, minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The War in the Pacific Quarter was produced for both circulation and collectors, with proof and uncirculated versions also available. Soon after its release, collectors began to notice the beauty and intensity of the design. Many numismatists praised the realism of the soldiers and the fine craftsmanship that brought the scene to life. As with many modern quarters, certain rare varieties and minting errors quickly began to surface. Small differences that would transform a 25-cent coin into a prized collectible. Collectors started reporting double dies, die cracks, and off-center strikes on some of these coins. Even the tiniest imperfection could make a significant difference in value. Because this coin was minted in large numbers, it circulated widely. Yet, that also meant that finding one in perfect condition became increasingly difficult. High-grade versions, especially those in mint state 68 or higher, have proven to be incredibly valuable due to their sharp details and perfect surfaces. The War in the Pacific Quarter also connects generations, veterans, families, and collectors alike, through its powerful depiction of American heroism. It serves as a daily reminder of what was sacrificed for the freedoms we enjoy today. It's more than just a coin, it's a miniature memorial that carries history in the palm of your hand. Each time you look at it, you're reminded of the soldiers who risked everything on those distant beaches. The emotion in this design is undeniable. You can see the motion of the soldiers, the waves, and even the urgency in their movements. The mint's artists created something that feels alive, timeless, and deeply meaningful. Collectors admire this coin not only for its story but also for its artistic excellence. It's a perfect balance between historical memory and fine craftsmanship. As the America the Beautiful series neared its end, this 2019 release became one of the highlights, a coin that symbolized courage and national pride. The War in the Pacific Quarter quickly found a place in both historical and collector circles, admired for how it connects the modern era with the valor of the past. Many collectors have found these coins in circulation, while others discovered rare proof or silver versions in special mint sets. Each one tells the same powerful story, but some are far more valuable than others. Those who inspect their coins closely may discover small minting errors, doubled letters, die chips, or faint die clashes, all of which can make the coin worth much more than face value. Every collector knows the thrill of holding something extraordinary, and the War in the Pacific Quarter offers that thrill in abundance. Even without errors, this coin in pristine, uncirculated condition holds strong collector demand, as its design continues to attract admiration worldwide. For many people, this coin isn't just about money, it's about respect. It represents the courage of soldiers who fought thousands of miles from home, carrying the hope of a nation. The beauty of coin collecting lies in discovering history you can hold. The War in the Pacific Quarter is one of those pieces that remind us why collecting coins is so much more than a hobby, a way to preserve memory, honor heroes, and connect with stories that shaped our world. This coin does all of that, powerfully and beautifully. The more time passes, the rarer these high-grade coins become, and their value only increases among passionate collectors. Imagine finding one of these rare 2019 War in the Pacific Quarters in perfect condition, a coin that not only tells a story of heroism but also carries incredible worth. This is one of those coins that reminds us how history, art, and luck can meet in one shining piece of metal. A rare 2019 War in the Pacific Quarter, in pristine mint state condition with special features, has been valued at an astonishing $35,000. You have any United States coins at home, especially quarters? Comment below and tell us about them so we can help you find out if they're rare or valuable. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment your coin details, and like this video to keep supporting more fascinating coin stories like this one. Top 5. The year 2000 marked the dawn of a new millennium, and for coin collectors, it also marked the release of one of the most elegant and symbolic coins in the U.S. State Quarters program, the Maryland State Quarter Dollar. This coin, minted to celebrate the rich history and pride of the Old Line State, quickly became a favorite among collectors and historians alike. When it first entered circulation, the Maryland quarter stood out for its classic beauty and powerful symbolism. Every curve and detail on its surface told the story of a state known for courage, heritage, and strength. The obverse of the coin features the familiar portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, the same timeless image used across all state quarters. But the reverse design, that's where Maryland's character truly shines, designed by sculptor Thomas D. Rogers Sr., the reverse showcases the historic Maryland State House, located in Annapolis. This isn't just any building, it's the oldest state capitol still in continuous legislative use, and it once served as the nation's temporary capital. Above the State House, a graceful ring of white oak leaves encircles the dome, a nod to Maryland's official state tree, the white oak, symbolizing strength and endurance. Below it, the proud words "The Old Line State" are inscribed, reflecting Maryland's nickname earned during the Revolutionary War. This nickname was given to honor the Maryland soldiers who fought bravely in the Continental Army, forming the Maryland Line. Men whose courage on the battlefield became legendary. Every element of the coin's design ties back to that spirit of bravery and leadership. Even in its small size, the Maryland quarter carries a powerful message about America's roots. The coin was released on March 13, 2000, as the seventh design in the State Quarter series. It was minted in both Philadelphia and Denver, with each mint producing hundreds of millions of coins. But while the design was striking, not every Maryland quarter was created equal. Some rare varieties and minting errors soon emerged, sparking excitement among collectors nationwide. Collectors began discovering coins with doubling on the lettering, weak strikes, and even off-center minting errors. These unusual features transformed a simple 25-cent piece into a rare and valuable collectible. Another factor that adds to the Maryland quarter's appeal is its beauty in pristine condition. High-grade examples, especially those with mirror-like luster and no visible marks, are extremely sought after by numismatists. Coins graded mint state 68 or higher by PCGS or NGC can command remarkable prices at auction, as they showcase perfection in craftsmanship and preservation. The Maryland quarter also holds a special place in American history because of the state it represents. Maryland played an essential role in the founding of the United States, and its capital, Annapolis, was once the site of George Washington's resignation as Commander-in-Chief. Every detail on this coin reflects that heritage, from the elegant Statehouse dome to the natural oak wreaths surrounding it. It's a design that blends architecture, history, and pride into one shining piece. Collectors love it because it's not just a coin, it's a miniature piece of America's story. Even those outside Maryland appreciate its timeless beauty and historical depth. When the U.S. Mint released proof versions for collectors, the design appeared even more breathtaking, with frosted reliefs set against mirror-like fields that made the State House stand out dramatically. Some of these proof coins were struck in 90% silver, making them even more desirable among collectors who value both beauty and intrinsic worth. As the years passed, certain Maryland quarters became incredibly rare in top condition. Coins with full, sharp details and no scratches are now considered true treasures. Many collectors who once set aside the coin for its design are now realizing its hidden value, especially in the rare error and high-grade varieties. The Maryland quarter has come to represent more than state pride. It's also a symbol of how history, art, and luck combine in the world of numismatics. Even today, coin enthusiasts still search through change rolls and collections, hoping to find that one extraordinary Maryland quarter hiding among the ordinary ones. The most remarkable discoveries often happen unexpectedly. Someone finds a minting flaw, or a nearly flawless specimen appears at auction, and suddenly, a 25-cent coin becomes a small fortune. These stories that keep coin collectors fascinated, the idea that history and value can rest quietly in your pocket, waiting to be discovered. The Maryland State Quarter reminds us that even everyday objects can hold great meaning. Each one connects us to the people, places, and moments that shaped America. So, next time you see a Maryland quarter, take a moment to appreciate its design, its history, and its enduring message of courage and unity, because in the world of coins, every small detail counts, and sometimes, that detail can change everything. A rare 2000 Maryland State Quarter, featuring unique characteristics and flawless condition, has been valued at an incredible $100,000. Do you have any United States coins at home, especially state quarters? Comment below and tell us about them so we can help you find out if they're rare or valuable. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment your coin details, and like this video to keep supporting more fascinating coin stories like this one. Top 6. In 1999, the United States Mint launched one of the most exciting and ambitious coin programs in American history, the 50 State Quarters series. And leading the way as one of the very first releases was the remarkable New Jersey State Quarter Dollar, a coin that beautifully captured the courage, determination, and unity that helped shape the nation. When it first appeared, the New Jersey Quarter quickly became a favorite among collectors and history lovers alike. It was more than just a piece of currency, it was a story struck in metal, a story about the birth of a nation and the spirit of freedom that began on the waters of the Delaware River. The obverse of the coin, the familiar portrait of George Washington, stands proudly, designed by John Flanagan. This classic image has graced U.S. quarters since 1932, symbolizing leadership, vision, and unity, but the reverse of the New Jersey Quarter is where the real story unfolds. Designed by Alfred Miletsky, it depicts one of the most iconic scenes in American history, General George Washington crossing the icy Delaware River on the night of December 25, 1776. Daring move, made in the midst of a brutal winter, led to a crucial victory at the Battle of Trenton, a turning point in the American Revolution. The coin captures this moment with breathtaking detail and emotion. You can see Washington standing tall in the boat, surrounded by determined soldiers, all pressing forward through the frozen river. The design perfectly symbolizes hope, bravery, and the unwavering determination of the early American spirit. Released on May 17, 1999, the New Jersey Quarter became the third coin in the State Quarters program, following Delaware and Pennsylvania. It marked the beginning of a new era for collectors who eagerly awaited each state's unique design. The coin's inscriptions include "Crossroads of the Revolution," a powerful motto that highlights New Jersey's central role during America's fight for independence. Every detail on this coin was carefully chosen to remind Americans of the price of freedom and the unity that made victory possible. It's a tribute not just to New Jersey, but to the very foundation of the United States. Millions of these coins were struck at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, with proof versions produced in San Francisco. Yet, among these millions, a few extraordinary examples stand apart for their rarity and perfection. Collectors have long searched for special minting errors, including double dies, off-center strikes, and die cracks. That makes certain New Jersey quarters worth far more than face value. Even coins without errors, if preserved in flawless condition, can command impressive prices. Mint state and proof examples with full luster and sharp detail are highly sought after. Some of the most valuable New Jersey quarters are those graded by PCGS or NGC as Mint State 69 or Proof 70, near-perfect coins that showcase the artistry and precision of the U.S. Mint. What makes this coin even more captivating is its historical emotion. It doesn't just show an event, it makes you feel it: the icy wind, the uncertainty, and the sheer courage of those who risked everything for liberty. Collectors often describe the New Jersey Quarter as one of the most meaningful designs of the entire State Quarter program because of the story it tells. It bridges the past and present, reminding us that freedom was earned through determination, sacrifice, and faith in a better tomorrow. Over time, these quarters have become treasured keepsakes. Many families still hold on to them as symbols of pride, patriotism, and the enduring American dream. Those lucky enough to find one in near-perfect condition may be holding more than history, they could be holding a small fortune. The design's bold imagery and sharp lines also make it a favorite in silver proof sets, where the contrast between polished fields and frosted figures brings the crossing scene to life. For many collectors, this quarter is a masterpiece, not just because of its rarity, but because of its message. It reminds us of resilience and leadership in the face of overwhelming odds. The New Jersey Quarter also marks an important milestone in coin collecting history. It was one of the early releases that reignited America's passion for coins, inspiring millions to collect quarters for the first time. Even today, 2 decades later, the excitement of finding a rare or high-grade New Jersey quarter continues to captivate coin enthusiasts. In the world of numismatics, Coins like this aren't just pieces of metal, they're pieces of time, preserving stories that shaped a nation. Each glimmer of the New Jersey quarter carries echoes of the Revolution, of bravery on the frozen river, and of the unbreakable will that built a free country. It's one of those coins that feels alive with history, as if it still whispers the determination of Washington's soldiers from that fateful Christmas night. Whether found in a collection, a drawer, or even loose change, this coin has the power to inspire, to remind us how far the nation has come and what it took to get here. So, if you ever come across a 1999 New Jersey state quarter, take a closer look. You might just be holding a little piece of America's soul. A rare and flawless 1999 New Jersey state quarter with exceptional features has been valued at an astonishing $110,000. You have any United States coins at home, especially state quarters? Comment below and tell us about them so we can help you find out if they're rare or valuable. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment your coin details, and like this video to keep supporting more fascinating coin stories like this one. Top 7. In 2020, the United States Mint unveiled one of the most artistically inspiring coins in the America the Beautiful quarter series, the Weir Farm State Quarter Dollar. This coin is not only a celebration of creativity but also a beautiful tribute to one of America's most iconic art landmarks. The Weir Farm National Historic Site, located in Connecticut, represents the heart of American Impressionism. When the Mint chose it to be featured on a quarter, it was more than a design decision, it was a recognition of the nation's cultural and artistic heritage. From the moment the coin was released, collectors were captivated by its beauty and meaning. It wasn't about battle or history this time, it was about imagination, nature, and the timeless power of art. The obverse side of the coin carries the familiar image of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, which has symbolized leadership and unity on U.S. quarters for nearly a century. But the reverse side, that's where the magic begins. Designed by Justin Coons and sculpted by Phoebe Hemphill, it portrays an artist at work, painting a landscape inspired by the natural surroundings of Weir Farm. This design stands out because it captures both the tranquility of nature and the creativity of the human spirit. It's a coin that reminds us that art, like history, shapes the story of America. Every stroke in the design feels alive. The trees, the light, and the artist's canvas all reflect a sense of peaceful harmony that draws you in. Released on April 6, 2020, this quarter became the second design of that year in the America the Beautiful series, and it immediately caught the attention of collectors across the country. The Weir Farm quarter was struck at Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints, with special silver-proof versions also made for collectors. Each mint mark tells a slightly different story, adding to the hunt for rare varieties. While millions of these coins were made for circulation, some rare versions and errors quickly gained attention for their unique characteristics. Collectors began discovering slight variations in strike quality, doubled lettering, and even unusual die cracks that made certain coins more desirable. A small number of these quarters in pristine, uncirculated condition have since become some of the most sought after modern collectibles. What makes this coin even more special is its message. Engraved across the top are the words "A National Park for Art," a phrase that perfectly sums up the essence of Weir Farm and its lasting impact. The coin serves as a tribute to the artist J. Alden Weir, whose home and studio became a gathering place for painters inspired by the light, color, and beauty of Connecticut's countryside. When you look closely at the quarter, it feels like a window into another world, a world of creativity and calm, where history meets imagination. This unique design breaks away from the usual depictions of war, architecture, and monuments, offering something fresh and deeply meaningful to art lovers and collectors alike. Because of its limited mintage and artistic theme, high-quality examples of the Weir Farm quarter are already seeing rising demand among coin enthusiasts. Uncirculated coins, especially those graded mint state 67 or higher, have sold for impressive prices at auctions, showing how modern coins can quickly become future classics. Even more valuable are the proof and silver-proof versions with deep mirror finishes, where every fine detail of the artist and the landscape glows with precision. The Weir Farm quarter reminds us that art is everywhere, even in coins. Each design element was carefully crafted to celebrate the creativity that defines the American spirit. Collectors admire how this coin captures both simplicity and sophistication. A balance that's rare in modern coinage. As part of the America the Beautiful series, the Weir Farm quarter also marked one of the final chapters in a decade-long program that highlighted national parks and historic sites. Its 2020 release came at a time when people around the world were looking for hope and inspiration, and this coin, with its peaceful design, seemed to arrive at the perfect moment. Holding the Weir Farm quarter feels like holding a tiny piece of serenity, a reminder that creativity can thrive even in challenging times. Many collectors describe this coin as a hidden gem of the series, one that continues to gain appreciation as more people learn about its meaning and artistry, the symbol of how coins can be more than money. They can be storytellers, teachers, and even works of art. As time passes, uncirculated and proof examples of the Weir Farm quarter will only become harder to find, making them prized additions to any serious collection. So, if you ever come across this beautiful 2020 Weir Farm quarter, take a moment to appreciate it. Look at its design, its detail, and the emotion it conveys, because in that small circle of metal, you'll find the story of America's artistic soul, preserved forever by the U.S. Mint. A rare and pristine 2020 Weir Farm State quarter has been valued at an astonishing $30,000. You have any United States coins at home, especially quarters? Comment below and tell us about them so we can help you find out if they're rare or valuable. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment your coin details, and like this video to keep supporting more fascinating coin stories like this one.